What up, MMO fans? It's your boy Alexlexus coming at you with another video short. Um, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I did my last installment, but considering I'm a little busy at the moment, so bear with me. But a couple of updates. I am now a proud owner of mvc3, courtesy of Beatdown VA of TNMO. I did an unboxing video, but considering that I had to use an older camera from season 1, and then I didn't feel like going through the whole conversion process, and I was kind of tired after doing exercise and whatnot. I figured that'll probably come later on in another best of once we start wrapping up on season 3. But I have some comments on mvc3 and a couple of rumors. Someone sent me something to my YouTube account in reference to two characters that might be showing up in mvc3. Now granted, a lot of times you see people photoshopping and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but this actually looked a bit solid. And we've seen evidence of two of these characters, or one in another game, like its type, and that's referring to Frank West from Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Now, the image showed Strider Hiryu and Frank West as possible DLC for the game. Now, again, y'all know how I felt about Strider not being part of the first wave of characters, and that's a big faux pas on Capcom's part. There must have been some sort of licensing issue, because some of you may not know Capcom does not own all rights to Strider. So that could have been one reason why he wasn't put in the game initially. But if it does happen, that'd be great, And with Frank West, that'd be an interesting addition to this franchise, because originally he was supposed to be in the game. The models were done, so let's see what happens from there. Now, what I wanted to comment on was, now that I have the final build of the game, and having played it at Comic-Con and whatnot, there's some slight differences from that game to what we have now. And a lot, my first impression of mvc3 is the fact that graphically it's beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, this is probably the best looking versus game we'll probably ever see. And in comparison to Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, it completely shat on that game. I mean, it looks really, really good. Music wise, I'm liking the presentation. I mean, it feels as if you're playing a moving comic if you really stop and look. I paused the game at times just to look at some action frames. I'm like, man, you know what? If Marvel were to ink some of these fights into like a 3-series book, that'd be amazing. But good job with the intro, the music, and all that. But now the downfall, the gameplay. Now we can really get down into the nitty gritty. I mean, the hardcore can find ways to make the game, competitive, but it's spammable. It was non-spam proof. I mean, I got in there with Dante, and I fought Galactus, and I freaking raped the guy. All I had to do, mash. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing with Dante, considering that I didn't know any of the moves, and I was pulling off like everything. You know what I mean? Like, my little sister can get in there, and my cousin, who don't play fighting games often, will sit there. They can just throw it together. And with the simple mode, that was a bad idea, because you get online and all these guys are and Seth Killian said when we met him at Comic-Con, if you lose to someone playing simple mode, there's a problem. No, the gameplay is the problem, because Shinwar, when I was on the phone with him, you can sit back, spam guns all day, and it's good that Cable's not in this game, because it would have been MVC Cable, Cable Edition and whatnot, and it's just too many beams, too much keep away. I mean, the button setup, I'm still getting used to it. At first, how I felt about them straying away from the MVC2, or hell, I'm mad that they even strayed from MVC1 6-button setup. But it's gonna take getting used to, and I hope that if there's a possible sequel, which is something that I saw on Event Hubs and themagicbox.com, I hope they revert back to MVC2 button layout and how they do the lifters and so on and so forth, because it's like it's still MVC, it's still a versus game, but everything is just rearranged. So when you're going in and you're trying to do the light, medium, hard, then you do your lifter, light, medium, hard, and then bam, you knock them to the ground, just like I explained to you guys in the button setup video a couple months ago. But I'm on the fence with it. I mean, the music is on point. The presentation's on point. It's just the gameplay still leaves a lot to be desired. But in all fairness, it's a new game, like they said, new generation. We have to try and adapt, but it's not gonna last as long as Super Street Fighter 4, because that game is a little more deep, a lot more strategy involved with it. And some may not agree, but I'll just tell you this: if somebody's desperate, all they're gonna do is back up and use those guns with these projectile characters, like mainly Deadpool. You got Iron Man, you got Ryu, so on and so forth, which now can control his fireball beam by holding a direction. So he's more like Cyclops. This is probably why Cyclops didn't make it in the game. But that's what I have to say. Overall, graphics get 10. Sound, I'll give it about like an 8.5. Gameplay, I'm only gonna give it like a 7.5 right now. You know, you guys know I'm not biased with it, but I gave it a chance from Comic Con, and now that Beatdown sent me the game, and thank you very much, love you Beatdown. That's just my thoughts on it. Maybe when my arcade stick gets here in the mail, I'll be able to, really do like a crash and burn with the game. But you guys let me know what you think, and we'll, I'll respond accordingly. And if anything you guys want me to take a look at, just make sure that you leave a request in my inbox so that I can, hook you guys up. Now, down the pipeline, I'm going to let you guys know that with this new laptop, I started getting more heavy into PC gaming with this Brawlic system. It's some good stuff. So I'll be, reviewing. Actually, since Street Fighter 4 was already reviewed on the PC, I'm just gonna do like a benchmarking test video to show you what it looks like on my system. I also have Lost Planet for the PC. Now, the reason why I'm looking at that game, because it's vastly different from the Xbox One, because the graphics, one is locked at 30 frames and the other one is at 60. And I was just like, wow, it looks really different. That goes to for Resident Evil for PC. The games look, they're the same game, but the graphic quality is way different. Also, I'll be checking out Force Unleashed 2, which I have for the PC, and you'll probably get that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, if not sooner. But this is just, the purpose of this video was to talk about MVC3, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on the rumor characters, Frank West and Strider. Are they already in the game? Could they be already done and we're just waiting? You be the judge. This has been Alexlexus coming at you for the NMO show. Shout out to Anomaly, Shinwar, Team NMO, Team Raw Gameplay, King of the Couch Nation, all you guys. I'll see you soon. Peace. Skinny little beats, but return with the fat of the land. Now I got a swollen hip hop gland. You feeling like a pimp,